I have quite the saga for all of you today. A person who can only be described as insane.
I'm not insane, I'm fucking tired.
Oh wait, my bad. According to him, he's only tired.
I'm insane, man. I really am.
Oh wait, no, he's actually insane, my bad. Meet Database Productions, a former commentary YouTuber who has since moved on to talk about Genshin Impact on his channel Adepti. To keep this simple, we're just going to refer to him as Neff, as it's a name he's repeatedly gone by and also because Neff is just easier to say. The takeaway for you, the audience, is that Neff is not only an abuser, a psychopath, and a terminally online cretin, he also belongs in prison. This is the kind of person that you don't want to become antiquated with for long. Strap yourselves in because this one is going to be a long one. Fair warning, there's going to be a lot of red flags for blatant abusive behavior, so if that bothers you, there's your warning there. Like I said before, Database Productions was a former commentary YouTuber because his channel doesn't exist anymore. You're going to figure out why pretty quick. I was first informed of Neff's existence back in 2023 due to his interactions with one of my friends Z. Now, Neff and Z used to date, and when they broke up, Neff sent them a document saying that's what was going to happen, you know, a breakup, alright? Sounds pretty normal. Z would then make a few tweets about said breakup, which then initiated a barrage of harassment from Neff. Neff began to start sending text messages to them first, some of which reading, "I dumped you. Yeah, that's why I had you begging for my cock like 2 weeks ago. Lamau, I've seen your that looks like it got ran through a meat grinder a few times. If you weren't a woman, you wouldn't be mad at being called one. I dumped you. You just can't take the idea of being dumped because you're a narcissist. Grow up and get some help." The fact you need your alphabet spurts to give you meaningless validation after being dumped kind of proves you really aren't as tough as you want to act, followed by a stern warning of Z telling him to leave them alone. He would also try to send friend requests as well, but soon after started to send pizzas to Z's place of residence. This occurred multiple times through different restaurants and was pretty well documented. He would then go on to reply to Z via YouTube comments and start sending Z more text messages through proxy phone numbers. Here's one of them sending Z one of their nudes, photos of which that were shared with Neff specifically. You realize nothing can be done about this, right? You have no power. Insert the photo there that is obviously censored for obvious reasons. You fucked up. Tweet, that's about it. You're hurting nobody. That's fine, I don't intend to hurt you. Could have just left it between the two parties involved. You come at us, we come at you. Alright. Hopefully you go through with all that suicide baiting someday and actually free up some oxygen on this cramped rock. I know you want to. Just go ahead, loser. Nah, I'm good. You could say what you want, I loved you, I'm not going to return it. And of course, a threatening message, booking that plane ticket this week to, redacted address, to beat the lazy bitch out of you. Maybe you'll want to work, then when you get sold to Martian slave camps in the cosmos, I am Bill Gates. Cool story. This message cannot be linked back to any one individual. Yeah, I wonder who that individual could be. Now, Neff goes well beyond what I've shown you so far. I could show much more deranged text messages, but we'd be sitting here for the next hour or so going into detail about them, sharing gore, hoping Z would commit self-delete, etc. If you're curious for more examples to read, they are on screen now for your viewing. Now, let's get on to some wonderful voicemails that he would like to leave, starting with these.
You have 9 saved messages. Saved message.
You are a dead bitch. You and the rest of your transgender fuck friend.
To replay, press message saved. Saved message.
You cannot hide from me. Skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you kill yourself now, that will be the end of it. I assure you, as long as you are living, this will never end. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you, but if you don't, I will look for you, I will find you and I will kill you.
To replay, press 1. To do message saved. Saved message.
This message is intended for zip code. I will be arriving in city in approximately 12 hours. I am armed with several pistols as well as a pump shotgun. I am going to murder you. This is a courtesy warning. Please take this as my final act of kindness.
To replay, press 1.
You know, not deranged whatsoever. Oh, might as well bring in some horror movie stuff here with just breathing into the phone.
Message saved. Saved message. replay, press 1. To delete.
Wonderful stuff, I know. Anyways, we then move on to another one of Neff's tactics, which is to make alt accounts taking Z's legal name on YouTube and other sites. Now, I shit you not, on alt accounts like this, Neff would waste entire days of his life making videos with the intent to harass Z for his own amusement, such as when I took this screenshot of this account, where up to 14 videos were made within the span of a day. I'll go ahead and let you in on this video in particular. He asked me to post this. Just listen to the absolute insanity on display here.
And you told me you'd never do that again. You're the one that always preaches communication is key, so why did you refuse to even try and talk to me? If you truly had all these issues bottled up, this whole thing just boils down to one of two things. Either you've always been lying to me with everything you've ever told me, or you're making a decision you're going to regret. I know you, Zavia, and I know one thing for certain, there's no feasible way you were lying to me. The least you owe me is to have a conversation with me about this, because all of this confuses me. You promised me a forever so many times, said you never promised that to anyone else, and poured your heart out to me all through a freaking Discord chat. I never even did the things I told you I did the other night. It was all fake. I can't fully control what my friends are doing currently, or take back the things I said initially out of impulse when you sent this message, but I can tell you the truth in that I never stopped loving you. I'm not going to hold you hostage in something you don't want a part of, but the least you can do is help me understand why. Don't listen to your stupid fucking friends, or that toxic group that you can't seem to stay away from, who are going to tell you you're in the right. You even admitted that these people are never going to be neutral or tell you when you're wrong. Listen to yourself. You are the most unbiased person of all in this. And ask yourself, if this is what you truly want. Personally, I don't even know what I want anymore, or if I ever want to know. But, if you really, truly want to end things the right way, you know how to contact me. It's only fair that we both get some closure to this, because, if we don't, you and I both know this will never stop eating our brains alive. It's your call. I'm going to be alright either way.
Yeah, this totally doesn't scream, please come back to me so I can abuse you some more. Unfortunately for Z's case, they did go back to Neff out of fear due to the severity of the harassment. Eventually the relationship broke down once again. Neff had absolute meltdowns when Z was talking with their landlord and wasn't able to pick up the phone, repeatedly trying to call them thinking he was being ignored. Z clarified that they were speaking to their landlord, and the conversation broke down with Neff removing Z and ramping up his harassment yet again. You know the drill by now. Neff goes back to using phone numbers to call and text. He makes a multitude of YouTube channels with more harassment videos containing doxes, threats, and abusive gaslighting. You can even see him using these accounts on my past live streams to get a reaction out of me, which I never gave into, of course. Like I've stated before, it was more than just YouTube that was used as avenues for harassment. He would even use things like Xbox messaging of all things. I mean, just take a look at these.
It's never going to end. You can either end this with me like an adult, or it's going to continue indefinitely. Only other way out of this is to join the 41%. Oh fuck, that's fucked up. You know where to find me. Popo ain't gonna do nothing, hun. Be an adult. You will never have a peaceful life on the internet or off. We will make sure of that. If you actually, if you actually face the problem and end things peacefully, then it all stops. I know you're hoping that this legal stuff falls through, but trust me, pal, it won't. You're not going to do anything to any of us. Your best bet to end this is to settle things on Discord with him before it gets way worse for you. I know this is just tearing away at you, and I know you want to solve this. You probably have 2 to 3 days max before they get there, so I'd hurry if I were you. The police aren't going to save you. Settle this the right way, and it's all over. Nobody else will be bothered. Nice try, he says. Discord, not star 67. You've been warned. I don't want this anymore, but I want us to set sail separately away from this in calmer waves. I know you want that too. My Discord is the same. You said forever to me many times. Forever isn't a word neither of us threw around lightly. If you're going back on it, at least let us say farewell mutually. I don't want this to continue as chaotically as it is. Can't say I didn't give you a chance then. You showed me I was worth more than you ever deserved. None of this will go anywhere. You'll be miserable for as long as we can help it.
Neff would also go out of his way to contact people in Z's personal life to share revenge porn among acting like Z was a horrible person. Neff began sending pizzas to their sister's house instead. Again, there's definitely a lot more I could show, but I don't want to make this longer than it has to be. Now you might be wondering, do I have extensive proof showing that all of this was Neff's doing? After Neff harassed Z over the first breakup attempt, he would try to play it off that the harassment itself wasn't his doing. It was his friends doing it. He would never do something like that. But in a deranged message when Z was scared momentarily into speaking with him a second time, he said this.
By the way, I don't know if that person forwarded the message, but I'll paraphrase it here. I was definitely in on everything. Tupper didn't dox me the other day. We were in on that together. Isaiah and I faked that convo we had via text. I was in on every bit of what happened in October. Hell, I published that paste bin, but didn't write the docs. Blame Tup's monkey literacy ass. Edit 10 minutes later. Should also let you know I was literally sitting in a call with you a night or two after that stuff, sending you those texts, playing dumb every time you showed me a screenshot, putting old info in there to make it seem genuine. That was me, LOL. I couldn't hold back the giggling as me, Charm, and Tupper came up with that stuff. We can log into the text nows and prove it. I played it off and acted like it all wasn't me because I did feel bad at first. But now I don't. It was all good and fun, and I'd do it over 1,000,000 times with no regret. Redacted. I don't know what the fuck that says. Don't deserve happiness. Oh, is that a slur? I'm glad I didn't. Oh God, I'm glad I didn't process that. Okay. Blanks. Don't deserve happiness, and that doesn't exclude you. Crying happy face. Shoulda listened to that red flag when you added me back in 2021.
Yeah, he straight up admits to it. But if that's not enough for you, we can go over the fact that he would constantly change video descriptions on his main database channel to feature the harassment channels he was participating in. On his secondary channel, he would pin comments from the harassment alts and reply to them. Furthermore, those 14 videos I referenced earlier would consistently show private DM conversations between Neff and Z, as well as lewd photos that were shared with him, magically appearing from thin air. I wonder where they came from. Regardless if all the harassment wasn't done by him, it was undoubtedly supported to such a degree he was endorsing it publicly. What's funny about that, however, is when an associate of mine happened to have stumbled upon Neff's behavior, given the fact that it was spilling out into the public, Neff freaked out and immediately sought to question him. Listen to what Neff has to say here, because he really doesn't like the fact that other people might know about what he's doing.
I don't think you're a great dude.
Okay, well, why do you not think I'm a great dude?
I'm not gonna go in with that. I think you fucking know very well.
Well, you need to tell me.
I don't.
Actually, you do. Because you aren't supposed to know anything about what went on with me and Zavaya. But apparently you know. So I need to know if Lio Convoy told you. Because one of you is lying. Either Wacky or you and Lio. I don't give a fuck what you think about me, because you don't know me at the end of the day. And I don't know you. So,
right.
I just want to know the answer to that question.
So, Lio has not, I can confidently say Lio has not talked to me about the situation with that individual.
So how do you know about it?
How do I know? I don't need to tell you that.
Oh, yeah, you do. Because it doesn't make any sense. No one was told about this stuff aside from a certain few people, and you were not in that group of people.
Listen, I don't even know how much I know.
Exactly.
All right. So if you want to tell your side,
I don't need to tell you anything.
I'll gladly hear you.
I don't need to tell you anything. I just want to know who told you about the shit. Or how
but I'm not giving you any information.
Okay.
I don't think you're a great dude.
I don't give a fuck what you think, dog.
You don't have to give a fuck what I think.
Yeah, but you're telling me I
do.
don't think you're a great dude. I don't care what you think. All right, you're a fucking nobody, and I don't know who the fuck you are. As am I. I don't need a reason to like think that you're a piece of shit. Okay,
and
you don't need a
I don't
reason.
think my
But
friend.
I'm not asking for a reason why you think I'm a piece of shit. You're misconstruing what I said. I'm asking you, how do you know about the shit? Because you're not supposed to know. So someone told you. That's how you found out. But I'm trying to figure out who told you.
I'm not telling you anything, man. I'm sorry.
Okay. Wacky.
If you want to ask me a different question, I'll do that. But I'm not disclosing any information to you in that regard.
Okay, well, you don't have to. Wacky has a recording of what you said, so it is what it is.
Who told you, creepy? Who told you about Z and I? And you're not supposed to know about that. Yeah, Neff, because you really don't want anyone to blow the lid on what you're doing, especially since you've been doing it for a year and a half and totally not expecting other people to catch on eventually. But we'll talk about his paranoia more later. Now, everything that I've discussed thus far has been going on over the course of a year and a half. The second wave of harassment eventually died down. This, of course, wasn't the end, though. When the drama surrounding Lyo and Senate reared its ugly head, Neff was spotted in one of Kumo's live streams. Soon after, Neff would start sending a mountain of emails to Z containing voice recordings, private videos, and of course, more threats.
I'm coming. I hope you know I'm coming to take your life. I'll start with your family and blank, then I'm coming to get you. I'll leave you gushing blood and wishing you hadn't messed with a force you can't handle.
Now, I want to go over these voice recordings from Neff specifically, because the things that this man says in these recordings where he monologues to himself is just amazing. I'm not joking when I'm saying he is monologuing to himself. He is acting like a cartoon villain in these recordings.
Whatever you're doing that makes you think you're changing, doing better, it's not working. You're still the same fucking evil, vindictive, spiteful bitch you've always been, alright? And that's why I broke up with you, and I'm tired of you living in my dreams every fucking night. I'm tired of you living in my head 24/7 because you keep on doing this, knowing how I operate, how I work. You are evil. Absolutely fucking evil. And you're doing this on purpose, knowing that everyone's on your side and no one's on my side but my people. All right, and they know what you're doing. All right. Get a grip on yourself, bro. And I know me telling you you've been in my dream, that just boosts your fucking ego more. You're going to keep doing it more. But I don't fucking care, man. Keep on doing the bullshit you're doing, bro. If I have to make a response... Listen. I don't want no video made about me. It's just that fucking simple. I don't want to fuck with you. As much as you swear up and down I'm messing with you, I'm not. Let me tell you this. You leave me the fuck alone, I leave you the fuck alone. It's just that fucking simple. If you greenlit a video for a certain somebody to make, put a red light to it. And if you put a red light to it, go to my Adept 2 channel. There's a shitpost video I posted there. It's called Genshin Impact. It's got Nuvi's face in the thumbnail. You know who Nuvi is. Alright, go click like on that video. It's got 7 likes right now. Go click like on that video that tells me you have put a stop to whatever the fuck's going on, and none of this, you're going to claim that none of this is you, and we're going to leave each other alone, and anything else I get going forward, I'm going to fucking ignore it. Alright, I need some kind of confirmation from your actual fucking self. Alright, I know I said I know it's you, but at the same fucking time, it's driving me insane, because then there's that thought of, well, what if it isn't? What if I've done all this for no fucking reason, and now I'm getting a video made on me for something that really wasn't? So listen, I'm really 50-50 on it at this fucking point, but I know some of this stuff had to have been you. Do me a fucking favor. Leave me the fuck alone. If you are fucking with me, and I know you are, so leave me the fuck alone. That's all I ask. Do what I said, and I'm gonna go on about my fucking life. I don't want to sit on the computer typing in Queen Seraphina every fucking day, waiting on a fucking Database Productions exposed video to drop. Alright, because I'm gonna have to address that shit. And I do not want to mess with commentary shit anymore. I want to make my dumbass Genshin videos and work my fucking job, get my dick sucked, eat some good food, and get the fuck off the internet. Alright, that's what I want to do. And I'm getting tired of this shit, man. I really am. You can hear it in my fucking voice. I'm not insane. I'm fucking tired.
I'm not insane, guys. Believe me, I'm just tired. I'm not insane. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Yeah, like anyone is unironically going to believe you at this point. For a little bit more context here, a lot of the delusions that Neff is talking about is apparently, I guess, somebody is sending messages to him, I guess, like pretending to be Z, and he thinks it's Z fucking with him, but Z hasn't been doing anything to fuck with him, so he's just under the impression that he is being fucked with, but maybe not. Like, I don't understand this guy. He is fucking mad. I love how at this point, even a year later, he's still trying to play it off that, oh no, it wasn't me, guys. It wasn't me. It was, you know, just my alleged actions, even though I admitted to it, and there is a mountain of evidence proving that it was me, or at bare minimum, endorsed it publicly, as well as sharing things within these videos that only could have came from me, but it totally wasn't me, guys. Believe me. You're a psychopath, Neff. You are absolutely paranoid about me making a video on your actions, because as I've shown before, you don't want it being shown. You have been gleefully terrorizing Z for over a year, but the moment the tide begins to turn against you, you begin to descend into complete madness. These are not the words of a normal person, but let's hear some more. This time from Neff taking a calm, relaxing walk outside.
This is why you're doing all this insane shit. Because you know you can hide under so many guises. It was Tupper. You don't know that he's not secretly on a computer. It wasn't me. You're just going crazy, you know. Oh no, it was FNGR. He's mad at me again. Why are you getting involved with all of it? You know, this is just... Or, you know, even if she just... Oh, well, I said that before I found out you did this, so fuck you. You called Sarah a he. You know. Doesn't matter. She's always known I never thought women had dicks. I just respect people who haven't done anything to me. Sarah's done shit to me. Not as much as he's done to other people. But he wanted to make a video on me without getting my side. So fuck him. And, that's all I got to say on that. But... You know, and hiding under the guise of accountability.
I really need to ask the question, what have I done to Neff before this video existed? Like, I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't even recall talking to him, like, at all, outside of maybe, like, a word or two? Like, I don't even know if I said that. I'm going to be very upfront about this. This video is not about accountability. This video is about putting it out there of what you've done, because people know you, Neff. People know you in this community, and people should know about what you've done. I could give less of a rat's ass if you all of a sudden, quote, took accountability for yourself and apologized to everyone that you've ever harassed. I really, really don't care, because I hope you rot. Accountability doesn't matter to me in this situation. What does matter is you ending up in prison.
You win. You win, you win, you win. Whatever you want, you can have it. I don't care. I'll be in the same spot as always. If you know, you want to send your thug friend from to the house, you know, you send him down here too. I don't care. I'll let him beat my ass, and I ain't gonna put my hands on him. And then I'll probably shoot him in the head. But yeah, no, I'm done, man. I really can't do this anymore. I've genuinely considered just taking that gun in that corner and just... I can't deal with it. I really can't. Like, I can't just have my own life. It has to be, I'm upset because you did this to me. I was a piece of shit for allegedly doing it to you back then, according to your friends, but you're doing this now. Do you know how bad this is going to make you look to Sarah? Lord knows what you've told him, her, or whatever, trying to vet your friends. Make sure that they know what's going on. In reality, they don't know what actually is going on. I'm insane, man. I really am. I fell in love with you. I'm not gonna stop loving you, and you could probably do anything to me. You could probably shoot my whole family in the head and I'd still love you. And that's what hurts. I don't know. Do what you want to do. I'm done with this whole thing. I'm getting off the internet for a while. I love you, and I hope you know that. I really do. No matter what has to happen. I'm gonna love you for a long time.
What on earth? Why? Why? If you really want people to think you're not insane, you're not doing a very good job of it. Look, so we're getting near the end of this, so I'm going to talk about one last part of this, and that is a swatting that took place with Z's sister not too long ago. If you don't know what swatting is, it's when someone intentionally deceives law enforcement and emergency services into sending them to someone's address. Apparently, someone put in a fake kidnapping report about Z's sister, but because of the previous acts of harassment that were reported to the police, the report was flagged and a unit was dispatched to check if the sibling was okay, and that was it. Thankfully, the big guns weren't brought out due to a false flag. Swatting has gotten people hurt and killed in the past, and many people want it to be recognized as attempted murder because of it. Now, as obvious as it looks, currently there is no way of proving that Neff was responsible for the swatting, but at the same time, given what we have learned, I don't believe it was some completely random person that decided to suddenly swat Z's sister out of pure coincidence. Just saying. I'll leave you to your own conclusions. All I have to say at this point is that Neff is probably the most psychotic person I've looked at thus far, because not only does he take sadistic joy in what he does, he doesn't seem to want to stop anytime soon, because believe it or not, he has racked up charges against him. Don't take it from me, take it from him.
My family's not, like you said about your sister and all that, my family's not versed on this stuff either. They don't know what, like, internet trolling and fucking harassing is. They don't know that it can just stop. She's, like, worried people are going to come to our house and fucking kill her now. Like, she's actually paranoid. Just because you're writing her shit saying I did revenge porn. Because that's terrifying shit. She knew about the letters I got saying I was charged, but she doesn't know any of it was dropped. I've never talked to her about it, and she didn't even know I was still with someone. I told her I dumped you over a year ago. And that's what feels like happened anyways.
So I'll see where that ends up. I hope you end up in prison one day, Neff, because your actions show to everyone that you're literally a danger to other people's existence.